Hello everyone, welcome to General Hospital Daily Channel. Please hit the subscribe button and give this episode a thumbs up. According to General Hospital spoilers, Britt Westbourne might get an opportunity to act heroically. Fans of GH are aware that Britt and Rocco Falconeri have fled, therefore Lulu Spencer and Dante Falconeri are undoubtedly trying to find them as soon as possible. Regretfully, Rocco and Britt will soon be sought after by someone else. Naturally, Ross Cullum is the subject of our discussion since he has valid grounds to confront the two. In order to finish the prototype, Cullum could seek to lure Britt back to Windermere. Like he did on Pier 55 that evening, Cullum might decide Britt is more trouble than she is worth once more. Viewers will remember that before Rocco snatched the revolver to save them both, Jason Morgan saved Britt. Cullum might be motivated to remove Rocco from the map because Rocco was the one who pulled the gun, especially because Rocco obviously knows too much. This could set up a dramatic situation where Britt eventually repays Rocco for saving her life on the pier. When Cullum finds Britt and Rocco, she may attempt to give her life in order to save Rocco. In any case, Britt believes she won't be without her prescription for more than a few months. Britt was clearly seen hurling herself in front of Rocco and absorbing the bullet that Cullum had intended for him. A second later, someone might appear and kill Cullum or at least render him unconscious. However, Britt could potentially wind up in bad shape if she gets wounded rescuing Rocco from Cullum's revenge. Britt might eventually recover, but she might need to be taken to the hospital for immediate care. The GH writers might provide Britt with some atonement if they follow this plot line. Dante accuses Britt of bringing Rocco into the Cullum situation in the first place. Now that Britt's on the run with Rocco, Dante has another reason to lash out. However, when the time comes for their inevitable confrontation, Britt might be the one to save Rocco from Cullum. In any event, Rocco and Britt could be in danger because Cullum is a wealthy man who might find them at a hiding place. According to General Hospital spoilers, Cullum's fury is far from done, so keep an eye out for any unfavorable developments. General Hospital spoilers, Willow and Chase's boathouse passion explodes, who makes the first move? Michael Corinthos' scheme to force Willow Kane and Harrison Chase together may succeed, according to General Hospital spoilers and updates. Soap Opera Digest's first look photo has Willow in a swimsuit and a shirtless Chase in a clinch at the Quartermain boathouse, who grabs who first? Brooke Lynn warned Willow the warning is that Willow is cruisin' for a bruisin' if Brooke Lynn Quartermain finds her even glancing at her husband in an inappropriate manner. In the May 29th episode, Brooke Lynn took aim at Willow. She saw Chase hugging her through the glass as she was giving her a present as a token of appreciation for giving her and Chase the opportunity to adopt baby Phoebe Wilson. Chase had come to give a toy that he had discovered belonging to Amelia Corinthos. Willow admitted to him that she had made a mistake in marrying Drew Kane since she didn't love him. She also confessed her sorrow over having an affair with Michael while he was ill. Fans may recall Chase's near-death experience a few years ago when he was poisoned by something Peter August made. Chase gave Willow We can give Chase credit for giving Willow a little hint when he informed her that everything had worked out because he now had Brooke Lynn and Phoebe. He informed her he could sense she was overburdened by taking care of Drew, and he was being compassionate and understanding. Despite her tears, she refused to acknowledge that she had shot him and was using a paralytic to control him. Even though she appeared to be really sorry, her disclosure to her husband and ex-boyfriend did result in an embrace, thus it might be interpreted as manipulation. They get into a fight in the boathouse by the end of the week. However, near the conclusion of the week, they clash at the Quartermain boathouse. In the picture, Willow is most likely wearing a swimsuit, and Chase is shirtless and presumably wearing swim trunks. The question is, who grabs who first? It appears like Chase is the one who hugs and grabs, while Willow is in a manipulative position, appearing terrified and helpless. How far do they go, and does anyone catch them? Is one important question. The boathouse would provide some privacy, but not as much as the gatehouse where Willow, Michael, and the children used to reside. It appears that Michael's plan is functioning well, but why is Willow on the Quartermain property in the first place? Was she invited? Are they meeting there, or did she just walk in? He might even have invited her. Tracy's secret weapon, Carly's burning question, and Sonny's new ally. According to General Hospital teasers for Monday, Tracy Quartermain will be hoping Rick Lansing can save Deception, while Carly Spencer is looking to Lulu Spencer for a crucial response. Let's talk about what lies ahead, as Sonny Corinthos and Laura Collins will also want to form a new partnership with Lucas Jones. Tracy and Brooklyn Quartermain will rely on Rick as Deception's secret weapon at the Quartermain mansion. Tracy wants to push Jen Sidwell out of the company ASAP, so Rick will offer some guidance on how to achieve her goal. Elizabeth Baldwin will listen to Dante Falconeri at the police station while he worries about Rocco Falconeri. As the hunt for Rocco and Britt Westbourne continues, Dante will also ask Joe Fitzpatrick if he has any new information. Lulu Spencer will then confide in Carly, which may lead to a revelation of more than just amorous feelings for Dante. Carly may worry if Dante feels the same way, thus she will have a burning question. Lulu might question it, particularly in light of the news of Rocco's escape, as she places the guilt on herself. Carly might learn, though, that Dante intended to use Sonny's resources to flee with Rocco and Lulu, at least until he discovered Rocco had already vanished. Carly may think that means something and consider whether this mess could lead to Lulu reuniting with Dante in the end. In any case, Carly will eventually stand up for Lulu, therefore she may eventually defend Lulu against Valentine Cassadine. In the meantime, Laura and Sonny will ask Lucas about Pascal and whether they can persuade him to turn on Jen Sidwell. Lucas will grill Sonny and Laura as he tries to figure out what this is really about. Sonny and Laura might confess Sidwell's blackmail, so Lucas may insist on taking on a bigger role than they anticipated. As he urges Laura and Sonny to have faith in him, Lucas might believe that he is their best chance of success. Speaking of trust, Nina Reeves will try to build some with Jack Brennan now that she's thrown his second paralytic dose away. Brennan will be at Turning Woods when Nina stops by to see him. On Monday's GH episode, Nina visits Brennan and warns him, "I'm your only way out of this." Although Brennan won't be pleased that Nina's injection put him in this predicament, he could concede that she is correct. Brennan will plot with Nina behind closed doors while pretending to be shut in with everyone else. Drew Kane's influence is what Willow Kane needs, so perhaps Brennan will finally provide on that. Additionally, Brennan might assist in eliminating Sidwell and Ross Cullum, which might lead to everyone's liberation. For the time being, Brennan might have to rely on Nina to do certain things for him outside of Turning Woods. Nina might receive some information and whatever directives Brennan gives her. Jocelyn Jacks will continue to be incarcerated on Spoon Island, but this time she will deal with Pascal rather than Cassius Faison, also known as Nathan West. While he has influence over Jocelyn, Pascal will enjoy making fun of her. General Hospital spoilers say Jocelyn will remain determined to escape and will come up with a new angle to work later during the week of June. Spoilers for General Hospital, Apollo's fictitious police story blows out. Is Ethan's sinister secret going to be revealed? General Hospital spoilers and updates tease Ethan Lovett may be hiding more than just his relationship with Delilah Wilson and possibly being Phoebe Wilson's birth father. Apollo and Ethan appear to have covered up their involvement in a Delilah-related incident. 5 important lessons. Apollo's police cover story seems staged and riddled, making a number of folks extremely wary. It's possible that Ethan is concealing a hazardous truth that goes well beyond a straightforward miscommunication. There are rumors that Ethan may be shielding himself from scrutiny or shielding a prominent person. As more questions surface, tensions rise and trust begins to crumble among key allies. Ethan might experience unexpected repercussions that alter everything going forward if Apollo's story falls apart. Apollo called Ethan when Alexis and Ava started asking questions about Delilah. Apollo called Ethan when Alexis Davis and Ava Jerome started asking questions about Delilah. Ethan asked what he told them. He described it as nothing useful and claimed to have provided them the same account he had given the police. However, Ethan regretted not being there to save her and grieved over the picture he had of her before setting it on fire after learning of her passing. While Apollo has known Ava for years, Ethan doesn't know Ava all that well, but he has known Alexis for years. Given that Delilah has passed away and would no longer require protection, what might they be concealing about her? It was implied that Ethan attempted to shield her but was unsuccessful. Was Delilah caught in the middle of Apollo and Ethan's dubious activities? Did Apollo and Ethan engage in some dubious activity, and Delilah was somehow caught in the midst, which is why she was lying on the Port Charles dock in distress? She appeared to be fleeing from someone or something, and Apollo and Ethan are both aware of this. The question is, what are they hiding and why are they still hiding it now that Delilah is dead? Ethan had left her a note about safeguarding her, but for obvious reasons, she never showed up where he asked, so it can't have anything to do with that. Naturally, there are many dubious behind-the-scenes dealings in the art business, ranging from genuine art that is stolen to fakes that end up in museums and collectors' hands. Or is it a case of what you don't know won't hurt you? Or is this an instance of what you don't know won't harm you, and Ethan is keeping this information about Delilah's background and past from Ava and Alexis in order to protect them, with Apollo complicit? Does the person Delilah was fleeing from also have a secret that they would kill to keep hidden? Ethan's connection to Delilah, which most certainly was a romantic one, gets more and more mysterious. However, it's not as enigmatic as what or who she was fleeing, something they don't even want the police to know about. Thank you for watching. For daily update, don't forget to subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon.